What is up, guys? Welcome to Just the Tip. I'm Josh.
And I'm a booty head.
That BT, you know what I'm saying? So, guys, we're kicking off Just the Tip for you today. A few different subjects we put up. We're going to talk about some changes and updates to merch store, the obligatory Biden talk, and the current happenings in the Alec Baldwin trial. So, with no further ado, let's kick it off.
Let's get it.
So we're going to show you guys a couple different screens that we have going on with our merch. We do actually have a few different pieces, just like my friend right over here is rocking right now.
Booty head shirt.
But let me share with you. So the Just the Tip 24, baby. This is our merch store. Some new gems that King has just put together for us.
Yeah, man. I come from, one of the poorest zip codes in the nation, and food stamps were a thing of the past for me. And if you had food stamps or, knew people that sold food stamps, or people did nefarious deeds for food stamps, people did sexual acts for food stamps, people did anything for food stamps. So, I said, well, let's pay a little homage to my past and days of the past and happenings that are probably still going on, even though I don't live in that poor zip code anymore. But people out there, they probably will fuck for food
Yeah,
stamps.
let's just be direct. They will.
And it's like 50 cents on the dollar per hour if you out there buying hose with your EBT card. And I had to make something for the kids too, but I couldn't put anything on there that said, the adult stuff. So I said, put it on there like your mom sells food stamps.
Where do you slide the card?
Oh man! Wow, just the tip of it somewhere.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just the chip of it. Yeah, but no, I put the dress on there. I think that's pretty fly. If I saw a girl in general public wearing that, I would probably lose my shit.
Yeah.
And
mad respect right there.
Yeah, mad respect. And if she was, and it's very appealing. It's sundress season, so get it.
It's time.
There's some hoodies. I did some election theme ones with the colors. That's more of Miami Dolphin color.
Yeah.
But the election theme,
Right there, the stack.
Right. But I got the beaters. I got the t-shirts. I got the crop top. Hoodies.
So basically, the fucking for food stamps, that is definitely not just narrowed down to one sex. Everybody will do it here.
Right. You're providing a labor and a service for free government handouts, and
I did not see these ones yet.
One?
I didn't see these ones yet. So this is my real first time seeing some of these too.
Schmeckle, yeah. All right, so Schmeckle, for those that don't know, is a small penis.
Team 4x4.
No, it's a 4x4 Team Schmeckle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and what says Schmeckle other than having a lifted truck with 4x4?
Bam.
So I concocted that little design there with the 4x4 under the rooster, which would signify cock, and Schmeckle would signify small cock.
Man.
So Team Schmeckle.
That one is a gem.
Yeah, man. One day I'll make millions with my brilliance. And this one right here, I'm a Magic the Gathering player right here. For life. I took quite a sabbatical, but I've been back a recent couple of years. But there's those people that play those annoying decks, and you just the infinite combos or whatever. So I came up with I could scoop at instant speed. And scooping is a term used in Magic saying that you're forfeiting. I'm done with your bullshit. Pick up your cards, shuffle up, get the next game going, or just fucking walk out of the establishment you're playing at.
Try countering that.
Instant speed, split second scooping, get the fuck out of my face.
Yep.
There it is.
Beautiful. I like that one.
Oh, we got background noise. Is that the Powerpuff Girls right here?
Michael, turn that down. All right, sorry. We also have some stuff to show you in real time. So we just ended up getting an order in, just like he's got on right now. A couple other pieces for you. So we've got Moist AF. It is the summer, and these are the perfect times to end up putting this on and just rocking it out there. So The other one that I really like is our logo for this show. So the one that's right above me in the picture, but this one is a wearable, bro. So I actually just got them today. Otherwise, I actually would have had them on for this show. Just opened it right before we ended up starting it. So I will be wearing this next time. And just so you know, too, these are actual Champion brand shirts, too. There's everything on there. There's stuff from entry level all the way through some name brand stuff. But those were just some of just the tip of what we have started. If you go through here, there's everything from shoes to dog bowls to all those different pieces.
I'm still waiting for my booty head shoes that I ordered. They should be here maybe today.
There we go.
So
There
I'm
we
on the
go.
stream.
All right, so we're gonna switch it up. That was our merch. If you ended up liking anything, if you want to support us, jump on there, buy some stuff, scoop some stuff up. It did actually come at a relatively fast pace because it did say it wasn't going to be until the 15th.
Right. It took like 5 days, but like
Yeah.
it sent a partial order because some of the stuff's made in different places, so
Yep.
there might be a little bit of a delay depending what you order, but not a huge delay. Like I got it very quickly.
All right, so we're gonna put on the first video. This video, it's already all over TikTok. It's on Facebook. We actually were sitting on the couch yesterday, and I ended up hearing it come on, and I was kind of blown away by it. I'm like, what did I just hear? I didn't even know the context of it. So this context was about Biden talking, and it was another verbal slip up. But this is right on CNN, and we're going to drop the video real fast.
The eyes of the world on him as he took questions. There were some blunders, like in his first answer to Jeff Mason of Reuters, when President Biden mistook Vice President Kamala Harris and mistakenly said Vice President Donald Trump.
What concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she's not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
What?
That was at the beginning of that press conference, but as he went on, there were also lengthy answers where the president went in depth on complex foreign policy issues from Gaza to Ukraine. The president also acknowledged at one point during that moment that he needed to adjust his schedule as he carries out what is arguably the most important and difficult job in the world.
I don't know
right.
who that guy is.
I don't know who that guy is either.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher is going to take off the Biden face mask and be like, "You've been punked like that the last 4 years." This can't be real. There's no way this is real simulation. This dude is alphabet suit and a brain fart all in one.
Yeah.
That man is not running the country. He is a paper champion being propped up by some, I don't know.
I almost
I
see
have
it
no
as
idea.
elderly abuse because you could definitely tell he's just programmed. He's told what to say when he goes out there because I don't even know if he knows where he's at.
He's not. It's not even a run-on sentence anymore. It's just incoherent babble.
Yep.
And
That people try to prep him for.
There's this. It's got to be. I still weigh on the side of theater because I think like a lot of presidents are selected, not elected.
Yeah.
Anybody that says anything that's remotely accurate to being, well, not so much accurate, anything that's more common sense towards people gets stifled. So, yeah, I don't know that he's going to run. I don't calling it now. They're going to shoo him off the ticket, and it's going to be Clinton versus Trump, part 2, the most
2.0.
important election of our lifetime, part 10.
Yeah.
Because every election is the most important election. It's like they're selling WrestleMania tickets. It's the most
The biggest one
biggest
ever.
biggest WrestleMania ever since last year's.
Or
And then the
every
year
new,
before.
and I'm an Apple user, but like every new iPhone, where the most powerful iPhone yet. It's that just jargon where we just continue. I mean, look at the next piece where this auto forwarded us to their next article. That's a Democrat. trying to do that too. Representative Himes explains why he made painful choice to call for Biden to leave race. That tied perfectly in with what you just talked about.
I mean, it's not a race. This man is going backwards.
Yeah, completely
Racing
is.
would imply that there's progress. You're going forward. You're moving towards something. That dude is a weekend at Bernie's in a 3-piece suit. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe he's just faulty AI, and they're just running him out there. I mean, maybe he's a robot. And
It almost seems that way, and I'm still just confused how these are just our two choices. This is literally what we have, and people blindly still defend that too.
That's the most common thing about common sense is that it's not so common. No, and
Yeah.
people just say shit just to hear themselves talk, and that's both sides of the aisle. And
Yeah.
people still pulling for Trump, and the arrangement syndrome that exists on both sides. I mean, Trump obviously is the more appealing if you were to pick, between which pile of dog crap you wanted.
One can form a sentence.
Right. I mean, he says what, a typical Republican would want to hear.
Yeah.
The follow through on it. Like, I'm going to drain the swamp, hired swamp monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in on it, so. But, I don't know, that's all I got on that dude.
All right, guys. So the next one, this is kind of a blast from the past, but it's the way our legal system works with dragging it out, and also just the way that this all plays out. So, Alec Baldwin, set of the movie Rust. It is a defense case based upon that act that happened. How long ago was that?
It had to be a couple years.
Yeah, it has to be.
Has to be a
But
couple years.
this is actually going live on Fox right now. So this is the trial. We're about to push it up and just kind of let it play. I'm going to drop the volume a little bit just so it's not over the top. However, these comments are what are going on right now within this trial. Some of it has been... is this guy going... I don't know if this is real or not, so we're going to jump right into it.
We're going to hear from,
This is on the record.
Vice President Baldwin's team.
After I call in the jury, after I call in the jury, I'm taking a bathroom break, and we're probably taking a break
She's
for
going to take a poop.
a good 20 minutes or half
Oh,
an
you
hour.
just said she said I'm going to take a
She's gonna-
bathroom
she-
break and I'm going to
definitely,
take a
20
good
minutes, she's dropping a deuce.
20 minutes.
She's going to stand on the handicap rails and lift her little judgy thingy, that big old shroud she wears, and
He's calling him.
leave some skid marks. She's going to take an Alec and then wipe her Baldwin when she's done.
Oh, man.
Is that a pink
Alec
Stanley she's got?
Baldwin. Do you remember his character on Saturday Night Live where it was Schweddies? He always talked in his little voice like this and didn't really get more excited. He would just, how do you like those sweaty balls? Oh, your sweaty balls are so juicy.
Didn't
You ought to try my sweaty wiener.
they put that on South Park too? They did like a spin-off of that.
Yes.
that take, yeah.
Yep.
It was Salty Balls though.
Yes.
He was a chef, yeah.
Yeah, but they were using his brand was Schweddy.
Yeah.
So the sweaty balls, the sweaty wiener.
So we tuned in and they're just handing books back and forth. And
That's what I'm kind of flicking through the comments real quick
she's
too.
Deuce, and in 20 minutes she's gonna take a 20-minute deuce.
Said they were going to call the jury out and then take a break. So I don't know if she might call them out and have them read their verdict.
I'm not sure what the the weaponer in this case that I think she is in jail. Yet I don't think Alec Baldwin served a fucking hot minute. Nothing. I might be wrong. Maybe she's not in jail, but I think she's already in jail. But I don't know. You look at the layout of this. I've seen the video footage of the police officers' cams, and that little setting for the church was very narrow, very small.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
Yeah, I thought this, King and I were discussing before we jumped down here about this. I thought this was similar to the Brandon Lee thing. I didn't know, I didn't recall it being an actual live round.
Yeah.
But there was a
There were
live
several
round
they found several live rounds
in this
on the scene.
green bucket of ammo that they were just talking about. We did read in the comments too, if you're shifting through this or following it, if he is guilty by the jury, it's a maximum of 18 months in prison for him.
I'm looking up the date of when that happened. October 21st, 2021. So we're like 3 years out. But yeah, like, if that were you or me, dude, we'd have been in jail.
Yeah, some of these comments, the two models were shot in the head, and the producer was chased into a panic room.
What?
I don't know if that's somebody's perception or they're talking about something else. You won't find it, but it happened. Though that's somebody's
But again,
conspiracy
like,
theory.
Alec Baldwin's got like fuck you money.
Oh yeah,
So I mean, it's not like
yeah. It's not the same. It's just like getting 34 felonies. Yes, they're trying
right.
that.
I mean, he ain't got Trump money or anything like that.
right.
He's still got. I guess there was an hour in which they didn't even call emergency services after that happened, which is very, about an hour or so within that time frame. That right there in and of itself says like we're trying to cover some tracks. Something's wrong. Like, it don't sit right, you know. But
So the whole point of this is they have to prove malicious intent. They can't judge. The judge threw out that he's a producer since he was in acting capacity. This needs dismissed. I don't understand even why people are so passionate about this. This is almost like the president piece. You
Yeah.
can like people. You can even be an Alec Baldwin fan, but why do people blindly defend or throw
Right.
their opinion in
dude,
here?
he was at the Steel City Con, and that was the one I skipped. I'm like, I'm not going to this one. Like, I don't even know if I want to go to any future ones because, like, unless you're posting him up to a table next to O.J. Simpson, well, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but that was before O.J. passed. But and like, what's the Q&A panel? And I've been to cons before and the Q&A things, and they will say to you, not just in Q&A, but even when you go to approach them for an autograph, like there's certain people that you're not allowed to talk to them. Like Chevy Chase, weren't allowed to talk to him. Mike Tyson, weren't allowed to talk to him. During the writer's strike,
Like when you're walking through the line,
when you go to get an autograph, you can't say a word to him.
Wow.
Like, hey, I'm going to give you $200. You're going to sign my shit, maybe take a selfie with me, but I can't talk to you. There's also during the writer's strike when they would do Q&A sessions with actors or teams from different shows and whatnot. You were not allowed to mention any of the properties that they acted in. You had to hint towards them, like a game of charades. You have to lay it out there. Like they had the set of like a lot of people from Goonies there, and they were like, one person phrased the question like, with your friends that never say die, do you still keep in contact with them after? Like, so they kind of set the theme, like, you can do this, you can't do this. If you do this, you're probably going to get ushered out.
you have to live in a magical
So
world.
I can go to that Alec Baldwin thing, but I really want to know if somebody popped off and said, hey, man, like, what's going on with the scene of Rust,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the moderators that run that thing were probably just like, don't fucking bring it up.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee
Don't
it.
bring it up. That's the only reason I kind of wanted to go. But I personally think Alec Baldwin might be a little bit biased. I've seen how he's been in front of cameras with other people and fans and stuff like that. Obviously has some type of anger issue. But this man is only facing a maximum of 18 months
18
in
months.
jail for straight murdering somebody, man. Like, he didn't serve a day in jail. Nothing.
Yeah, he's worth anywhere from $70 to $100 million is what it says.
Yeah, so, like, everything's legal for a price.
Yep.
And you're watching it right fucking now, man. Because the weaponer who doesn't have Alec Baldwin money, I believe, is in jail.
Yeah, the friends or people who are fans are arguing that if anything, it's just manslaughter. It's not It's not murder. Unintentionally killing somebody is not murder.
But you don't know
Still
that's not,
some-
you don't know the intent.
Correct. That's what this trial was supposed to be about.
Like, you don't know the intent, and the fact that there were multiple live rounds on there. And I guess they were saying during some of the proceedings, and what I was watching earlier before we fired up the stream, is that I think Baldwin wanted the weaponer fired. He wanted her gone way before any of that even happened.
Yep.
So what a perfect way to get rid of her.
Doesn't this sound like the Michael Jackson case with the doctor? Because now that they were able to say this weaponer is the person who belongs in jail,
Right.
he did the same thing with the doctor. It wasn't Michael's fault.
Right. Well, but dude, like, you aimed it. Why are you aiming it at the director?
Yes, exactly.
Why the director? I mean, this is shot from a fucking third-person perspective, I'm sure. Like, where you're looking at the guy who's shooting the gun. You're not
Yep.
going to watch him, like, you know. And if the camera was rolling, yeah, I wonder if that... I don't know if there was any video footage of it, but... I don't know, man. There's a lot of fucking weird shit here, but the fact that he's only serving 18 months, that was us. That was a common man, bro. We'd been in jail, we'd been serving time, like, fucking years ago.
Oh.
And I'm going to bring in a photograph that somebody sent to my office, and I'll come up to the lectern, if that's okay.
Yes, I would think you would argue at the lectern.
Well, this is just a side issue that I asked Mr. Nickus to address the court on
Oh,
motion.
okay,
This is
fine.
just a quick, and if it takes out of our time.
She's got a
it
great
does.
personality.
But, and I get many sort of inbound emails that I don't obviously read everyone or take everyone
She got
seriously,
resting
but
judge
I
face.
got one
Uh-huh.
last night that indicated that the cameras...
Her eyes say she's surprised. Her mouth says she's not entertained.
While they're on witness stand. And, you know, I really...
Did you look to
She's-
see if that was true?
She's
I
holding her
was sent
farts.
a
She's got
photograph
poop.
that concerns
It's
me.
that 20-minute break.
I
20-minute
felt
shit break.
obligated, and like I said to the court, I try to not make these issues...
Bidet life.
Let's see.
This is a high-pressure case. I've been in many. There have been more issues in this case than I have ever seen in all of those cases combined. And so I'm sort of at a loss, but to bring it to the court's attention. So I've asked them to...
I'm hoping the audio for the video
photograph that
picks
was-
up too.
That was sent to me. I can't just continue to give the benefit of the doubt on every single thing that's occurred in this case. I just
It
can't.
looks like it is.
And so I'll be turning that into the court.
Oh, yeah,
And I would
up
just
here?
Say,
Yeah.
you know, at every turn of this, right? It's from the original case. It was, you know, I understand and very much respect the court's rulings on everything. Frankly. You know, the grand jury, you know,
He's the
survived.
producer and
you know,
he
there's no
hired the
remedy to get
armorer.
that. And, you know, they destroyed the gun and we have that hearing and there's no remedy, and I get that. And it's just at a certain point, and the Brady just,
I did give you a remedy, but okay.
well,
I didn't get a remedy you wanted, but yes.
fair enough. But
I thought this was going to actually be like the jury talking.
one might say not
If they were
every
bringing the
remedy,
jury,
all of
but they were
this,
just bringing the jury in to hear.
has a
Yeah.
meaningful impact at this trial.
When did this
So,
trial kick off? Was this
and
today?
the Brady just-
No, it's been going on for a couple
We're not
days.
going to, 'cause we have limited time. But there's just never been any.
Man, it is funny too, just how the world works with all this too. Because you're a celebrity, this is all up in the news and everything, and everybody's just vicariously living through it. They're ooh, get your jollies by watching the world. It's weird.
It's the perfect recipe to actually murder someone. If you think about it, like, I'm acting in a shooting movie. I'm shooting in a
Yeah.
scene, and like, it's a perfect. Oh, I didn't know it was loaded.
Yep.
It's the perfect cover.
It's not my job.
Since we did
Right,
submit
like,
the
wait a
written
minute, huh?
briefing, I will
Like-
try to be brief.
Yeah,
To be
and this isn't the only
helpful,
time that's ever happened
some of the
either.
facts
But
the runner has
it was
acknowledged
wild that
how
that's
this
just.
happened, and,
Well, the Brandon
some
Lee
factual
thing, they just cheaped out and hollowed the
pieces
bullets.
to
And
understand
Fun Boy's the one that
severity
shot
of what's
him.
happened.
Is that the way
Remember
that?
when he got shot through the
November
hand?
Yep.
2021.
I believe it was in that scene, but I might be wrong.
See, I thought it was the scene when he jumped up on the
That's
table.
what everybody thought.
When everybody, yeah.
But it was Fun Boy's the one that ended up firing around the kill.
Um,
That would have made sense where everybody was firing all at once.
Right, that's where I thought
Yeah.
it was like the
Yeah.
whole snuck around in. And
I
then
don't-
also the 2 days before you give the interview of, I don't know, you never know when it's your time.
Yeah.
November 1st, 2021, Seth Kennedy.
Not to
was on a
derail
phone
from
call
where this
with
was, but
Hancock.
guys, we're actually going to wrap up this for today. We wanted to see some of this live to be able to kind of decompress it and just kind of look into this scene. It is going on Fox, on CNN. It's stuff that you guys can tune into too. But we'll be following this closely to kind of figure out what happens or what justice or injustice there is
Tessie
not.
gets on the line and
Yeah.
says, "Tell
Legal for
Detective
a
Hancock what
That's
you
right.
know."
That's how it works.
He
That's
says,
how it
well,
works.
tell me.
But once again, guys, before we do log off, make sure you do check out our merch store, which is located on Streamlabs. It is Just the Tip 24. And you guys can go on there and shop it. And if there's anything you like or would like to see, let us know. We will be back next Friday as well. We are going to be working on, I will let you guys know this next time, as far as when we're going to have a longer stream. And also we're going to have a bit more content that we're going to continue to grow this as we continue to make our way through this journey.
Right. Yeah. Definitely hit up the merch store. If you got money for cigarettes or you got money for drinks or you got money for other stuff, you got money to go buy yourself a
merch.
booty head shirt or a food stamp shirt or some moist merch, whatever. Support the stream, and we'll give you better content, longer content, fun stuff.
But all right, guys, we will catch you next time.
Deuce.
Stay moist.